what I'm not gonna do is stand up in front of this camera and holler. So y'all give me a minute, get myself together, and I'll be right back. I don't think we talk enough about the fact that trusting God is so hard when you are in a season that it feels like He is nowhere to be found. And this has just been one of those weeks for me. This has been the week that I have just been hearing nothing but silence. It's been such a hard week. It has been such a hard week. And what I'm not gonna do is stand up in front of this camera and holler. So y'all give me a minute, get myself together, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm composed. So welcome to episode 2 of Babe, Let's Start Over. What I've been realizing this week is that starting over usually comes after you lose something, and not just lose something simple, but you lose something significantly important in your life. And there's a part of you that's just like, I never anticipated losing this, and I did. Now what do I do? Something I'm realizing is that job loss is not just financial. There is an emotional attachment to your job. There is a part of your job that you have tied yourself to emotionally, and when you lose that, it's almost as if you're losing a part of yourself, especially if it's a job that you worked really hard for, or really decided that this is going to be like your Mount Everest, you know, like you worked really hard for the job, you put your best foot forward, you nailed the interview, you went, you know, like you went to school, you studied, you got your degree, all of these things, and only to get in your job and then lose that. Like so much of your life was tied to you getting that job, and you get that job and then it's gone. And so that's not just financial, that is such an emotional attachment that I don't think we talk about that enough. There are times when we feel embarrassed about losing our jobs, but then we have to remember that we're also not the only ones that have lost a job. Like, other people are losing jobs and other people are actively talking about that. But I feel like there's just some part of us that gets tied to our job that makes us feel like, you know, we failed miserably. And it's just like, sometimes job loss could be one of the biggest pivots you've had in your life. It could be a really beautiful catalyst to get you from point A to point B. And sometimes I think we're just so embarrassed about losing the job that we hide from that, and we hide from the reality that maybe this isn't a bad thing. Like, it might feel like a bad thing in the moment, but it could potentially be something that is so amazing down the line. But we don't look at it that way. And another thing that I realize is that friends and family won't always get the fact that you are dealing with job loss a lot deeper than it presents. Like, I think when someone is not in your shoes, they don't really know how to handle the fact that you're grieving a job loss. A lot of times it's kind of like oh, you'll be okay, just like get another job. And it's like, yeah, but I also have to grieve the fact that I lost this one. It's not just oh, get over it, you'll be fine. Like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna be fine, but there's a little bit more to it than that. And a lot of times it feels like rejection, you know, it almost makes you feel like you're not good enough because the truth is, somewhere inside of you, you might have felt like you didn't deserve the job that you had. Like, wow, what did I do to get this? And so you lose it, and it low-key validates what you were feeling somewhere inside, that you didn't deserve the job to begin with. Say hello to the peoples. You wanna do your skincare? Come, let's put some toner on. Let's put some toner on the face. My sweet girl. Yeah, love you. All right, go find brother, go. If you follow me on my socials, you know that I went to Jamaica for my brother's wedding, and I was home one of the days. My sister had to go to work, so I was just home. I didn't do anything that day, and I was just sitting down in the house and I was reading, and I'm telling you, it's like it hit me like a ton of bricks right then and there at the beginning of August. It was like everything that needed to be processed hit me all at once, and I basically spent the entire day crying. I remember I was praying and I was like, God, what is going on? Like, why is this happening? You know, I'm applying to jobs, I'm seeking you, I'm praying, I'm reading my word, I'm focusing on you, like I'm doing, for all intents and purposes, I'm doing all the right things. You know, what is going on? What am I missing so much that I'm still here in this season? And that was when I kind of came up with the idea for this series. You have been struggling with this on your own for so long. You are not the only person going through this. Stop hiding from it. Stop being ashamed of it. Stop being scared of it. Lean into it. Like, use it to be your stepping stone. Talk about what it looks like. You know, just make it a series. Babe, Let's Start Over came from a day of sitting down and crying, which is why I said I'm so curious to see how this all unfolds. I just feel like there's just something so beautiful that's going to come out of this series, and that has me really excited, if I'm to be very honest with you. I feel like grief opens up space for new things, right? Because you're grieving the loss of something, but then it also puts you in this headspace to kind of find something to replace what you've lost, and you might find something even better. If you stop hiding from it and you stop running away from it and just really sit down in that grief and get a pen and paper and just let your thoughts free flow. Whatever comes, just let it come, free flow, let it go, just let it flow. I think there's so much creativity that can be born from grief because you're busy trying to fill a void and you just start grabbing at things to fill it, and hopefully there are things that will better us and not detrimental things, but things that will make us feel better. I'm so happy that I decided to stop being afraid, and as much as I did not want to film this episode, I feel like even this has been so refreshing and rewarding for me because I didn't want to do it. I was grieving. I was so sad. I sent like this huge text message to my best friend this morning, and I was like, I'm angry and I'm sad and I'm grieving and I'm going through all these things. And she's like, it's okay to feel those things. And it's true. I'm gonna end this off by saying, if you are grieving, you are not alone, especially if you're grieving a job loss. I want you to take the time to grieve. I want you to take the time to sit down and process what is happening. I want you to get a notebook or a journal or something and just write down how you are feeling for that day and let your creativity flow from there, okay? And that is it for episode 2 of Babe, Let's Start Over. Bye.